Hello traders, Cousin Vinny coming to you from theclosingprint.com on July 24th, 2016. In this edition of your weekend video newsletter, we'll talk about the indices, all of which moved higher over the past week, with the comp and tech outperforming. Tick and TickQ both are moving higher for the NYSE and the comp. The McClellan oscillators continue to oscillate above zero. The summation index for both is still very bullish. And we have breadth. The NYHL is bullish since March and is showing no sign of slowing up at the present time. High-low percent is at 98.02%, which is almost 100%, literally. CPC is bullish, and we have VIX at extreme lows, so there's a little bit of an ambivalence there. Currencies, US dollar continues to move higher. It broke out of a flag last week, closing at 97.52 on Friday. This is the one caveat that I'll be watching this week as a headwind for the S&P 500 and equities in general. The British pound is bullish. It's off the Brexit lows. However, there is talk about a recession. If we consider the UK PMI, it was below 50, so that's signaling contraction. If there's another quarter of contraction, that will lead to recession. So we'll keep an eye on the British pound and the economy therein. The yen is lower. We have bonds bouncing off of lows last week. Commodities, we have crude and gold both trending lower. 382 Fibonacci levels. Crude are at 41.88 and copper is at the highs of a 6-month range. Sectors are all bullish. We'll talk about that in more depth. Fed signals higher prices, greater likelihood of a rate hike, and we'll look at the IBD 50 through the lens of the 10 Stow MACD setup. Bulkowski showing a CPI green signal, one of his indicators since 6/28/2016, and he has 3 of 5 green, with the Dow Jones and the XLU red at the present time. Starting out with the S&P 500 ETF SPY, presently price action has been moving sideways for the best part of 7 trading days. The short-term moving average is moving up underneath price action. Looking at the sector heat map for most of the major industry groups that we follow, we've transitioned from red to yellow to green to chartreuse in many cases, with most of the sectors looking very bullish, which leads to my thesis for the week. One of the scenarios is price action moving higher. If we think of that and exclude the drag that the US dollar moving higher would have, most of the sectors on the weekly charts look very bullish. We have on IYR, we traded REITs very handily over the last month. This ETF is now overbought on the weekly time frame, but could stay here. Note the bullish price action. The 10 EMA is racing higher to meet price. There is no overhead supply. MACD is a great distance from its signal line, and Stow is just now embedded on decent volume. So this is going to do it for me for the weekend. This is Cousin Vinny coming to you from theclosingprint.com. I'll post the best setups going into the week on the watch list as well as a blog post, so look for those before they open tomorrow. Take care. I hope this helps, and we'll see you in the room this weekend and tomorrow morning.